Hello viewers, we will discuss how language influences society and culture. There is a correlation of society and culture. How to speak and influence. There are certain things, the regional accent or dialect definitely influence the social setup or the social factors. People, they shape new things and they understand everything through the environment. Sociolinguistics. Socio means society, linguistics means scientific study of language. When we analyze language in the context of society, that is called sociolinguistics. It is a branch of linguistics which investigates the individual and social variation of language. It's a study of language in social contexts such as social group or the speech has happened in society. It has a strong connection to anthropology. It has to do with the interrelationship between language and society. It's a concentration on variation rising from social various factors. Scientific discipline researching the language that is actually used by native speaker or the foreigners. Language and society that definitely relate each other. Language has a social function. It helps us to establish and maintain a relationship, convey information about the speaker. You know, when somebody speaks, we can easily understand the background or the coherent analysis of language connection with the thought, language versus dialect, regional versus social, dialect versus accent. All these compositions, they relate to each other. We understand the human being through language. And when they speak, we analyze their mentality or their ideas, where they have been, their education, their prospect, their level of understanding, and the way they speak. That really matter a lot of their background. Criteria to language, linguistic criteria, mutual ability, or language with other compatible resources. Some people, they say there is a autonomy or the hegemony of languages in all over the world, but somehow the people they have, like the Latin language was considered the language of aristocracy, but nowadays English language is the language of world, because all the knowledge and the things they are happening in that language. Social class and education that determine through language. The elite people, they design the language, they shape new understanding of language, and definitely the influence of educational prospects. Age and gender. You know, in our criteria, or the people, female, they have their own idiosyncrasies or characteristics, male, they have their own. So they have a different language structure or the language variation through their prospects. Ethnic background. The speech of accent immigrant and often of their children will contain identifying features. Social points of view. It criticized by education versus bad speech. Absence of capula. They mind, you know, the verb connotation. Then idiolect. इडियोलेक्ट एक इंसान का अपना बोलने का तरीकाकार होता है और इसमें उसकी स्पेसिफिक वोकैबुलरी होती है और एक लहजा होता है. फैक्टर्स, वॉइस क्वालिटी, फिजिकल स्टेट, सोशल फैक्टर, ऑल दीज थिंग्स दे रिलेट. Each person use a personal dialect of individual speaker of language and it's called idiolect. सोशोलैक्ट, जिसमें एक सोसाइटी के लोग, एक खास कल्चर के लोग बोलते हैं, उसे सोशोलैक्ट कहते हैं. स्पीच, ये is a form of social identity which indicate membership of different social group, different speech community, speech communities investigate language from their perspective is known as sociolect or the sociolinguistics. Sociolinguistics consists of anthropology, sociology, and social psychology. There are certain other things or attributes we can easily look upon. Then social direct varieties of language used by the group identify according to class, education, age, and sex. Social values, social use. There is a institutional language that is called register. Okay. Schoolboys attach covert prestige to the form of bad languages. Social class and people who have leave the educational system early uses frequently word in speech. You know, social class or the education, they move bilaterally. Gender and education, age. Gender definitely contribute a lot in language development. Ethnic background, society, ethnic background different in speech. The people, they have a different exposure according